Now your form validation is working perfect and everything is quite good. But the data that you are entering in your form, you are not getting it. So I think it would be best if you see your data as well while submitting process come to an end. So now we are going to add couple of echo statement that can make our form to show us also the data after submitting our form. So for that, before our function and inside still our submit button, because our submit button is ending its if condition right here. So inside here I'm going to add couple of echo statement. So first echo statement would be in the h2 tag, and I'm going to say your submit information and br tag. Now first of all I'm going to show our name that we are going to receive through our field. So I'm going to say that inside curly braces, for making it variable, I need to show my variable of name that we are going to receive through our form and br tag at the end. And I also want to see my email address, my gender, my website name, and comment as well. And in the HTML code we have given our text area name to be comment, so we need to get it to comment. Now let's save this one out, see it in browser now, submit information, and we are getting our this error. Although we didn't add any kind of information and our form was completely false, it didn't get any data from the user, but it's showing me this text name email and it's completely false. So let's refresh it again, and if I give it wrong name of 78, email to be correct one, mail, website also to be correct one, although we are still short of one field from name because we entered wrong information and we are still receiving our data. So it's a great bug. We need to tackle this bug. How can we do that? So we need to define one condition of if statement, and I'm going to say if my form, my name field, my email field, my gender, my website is not empty, then you should show me the data. So in here, before echo statement, I'm going to write if statement, and I'm going to put curly braces after my echo statement to making it in the scope of our if statement. I am going to say my name is not empty using empty function that we are going to get from our form. So this parenthesis belong to our function, this one belong to our if condition. So right after it I'm going to copy this one and I'm going to say and my email is not empty and my gender is not empty, and here and my website is not empty, then you should show me the data, because the comment field we make it optional. So let's save this, refreshing the page, let's submit our information. We are getting name is required, email is required, gender is required, website is required. We are not getting the bug which we got earlier. So if I give it wrong name of 51 loop and email to be correct one, gender, website, comment is optional, submit information. Now we are still getting this bug. Why? Because we applied our this if condition on when our name, email and website is not empty. So although we are getting this error, but we are still showing the rest of the data and the false data as well. So we need to add one more if condition inside our if statement that we just entered, and we are now going to focus on our regular expression and validation. So if our form is not empty, our fields are not empty, and our name, email and website has the valid format, then you should show me the data. Otherwise, I don't need your false information. So moving back to editor, right after my if condition, I'm going to add one more if condition. So I'm going to say if my this expression for validation regular expression is equal to true, let's put it in the parentheses, and my regular expression for email, this one, is also true. Let's put parentheses here, and at the end, and my regular expression for my website is also true. Put parentheses here, and at the end also true. So I made if my regular expression for name is equal to true, and my regular expression for email is also equal to true, and my regular expression for my web address is also equal to true, then you should show me this information. And I need to close this if condition parenthesis at the end here. So inside the parenthesis of this if condition, I'm going to add this code. Let's close this if condition right here. So this if condition has this scope, and else I'm going to add one more echo statement here. Please complete and correct your form again. So in case our name is not empty, email is not empty, website gender is not empty, and our regular expression for name, email and website is also true, then we are going to get this information. Otherwise, it's going to show us please complete and correct your form again. So this if condition has this scope, and this if condition has this scope, and this is the scope of our else structure, and this is the scope of our submit button in which we put everything. Saving this one out, refreshing the page. Now we are having the error on line 45. Why? Because I think that we just misplayed any of the parentheses. This if condition is starting from here and it's ending here. It shouldn't be ending here. So we need to cut off this parenthesis from here because it's useless. This one belong to this one. If condition belong to at last, this one belong to this one, This one belong to this one. So everything I think is good to go. We just added one extra parenthesis. Saving this one out, refreshing the page again. Now if I submit this information, name is required, email is required, we are not getting anything. If I leave name as it is, email to be correct one, fill out the rest of the form, submit information, name is required. If I add wrong information here and email to be correct one, mail, website also correct, comment to be nothing, submit. Now we are getting please complete and correct your form again, and now we are getting this error. It's not showing us the bug that we got earlier, and it's showing us the else statement, and that is right here, please complete and correct your form again. You can add more function on here too. So if I add my name here, Jazib Akram, email to be correct one, mail, website, submit information. Now we are getting Jazib Akram. You can change the mood of this output here, and I can make it uppercase, lowercase using UC first or functions like that. So if I want to change it, I can simply apply this on this variable. So if I want to add UC word function here, let's concatenate it with UC word function. We don't need these curly braces, parentheses here. Concatenation at the end as well. Looks good. Saving this one out, refreshing the page, name to be Ali Imran, email to be Jazib Akram, mail, website address, submit, and we added lowercase and we are getting the uppercase A with Ali and I with Imran. So you can put any function that you like on these output.